Welcome back, baseball fans. Four Friends 1679 here, and tonight we are delving into another team with a far-reaching history, the all-time Pittsburgh Pirates. If you're enjoying these videos, please be sure to like and subscribe, as there are still many more to come. Quick shout out to some Pirate fan friends of mine, my college buddy Don and my good friend Hunter. Hopefully I'll do their team some justice. As always, we'll start out with a brief history of the franchise so that you understand the years and eras the players are being drawn from. The franchise began in 1882 in the American Association, known simply as Allegheny City. They moved to the National League in 1887 and changed their name to Pittsburgh in 1891 and were finally branded as the Pirates in 1895. The 1800s were generally not a great time for the franchise, but in 1900 they were bought by the owner of the Louisville Colonels, another struggling franchise, who brought his old players with him, and the combined team became an immediate powerhouse, vaulting to second place that year, then to first place the next two, and participating in the first World Series in 1903. They would lose that year, but remain a top team and win their first World Championship in 1909. The 1910s were a decade of mediocrity, but they would win their second World Championship in 1925, and a very strong team in 1927 would have the misfortune of running square into the 27 Yankees in what ended up being arguably the most lopsided World Series matchup in history. The next few decades would see a long, slow decline, with generally winning records but poor finishes in the 30s and 40s, giving way to multiple 100-loss seasons and cellar dwelling throughout most of the 1950s. In 1960, they would get their revenge on New York, beating the Yankees in 7 games on a Bill Mazeroski walk-off home run that my dad played hooky from school to stay home and watch on TV. They would not maintain this success for much of the decade, but in the 1970s, they became the most successful National League franchise not named after a large, colored machine. They would win their division 6 times in the 70s, including 2 World Championships, and finish lower than second only once, third in 1973. The 80s would be another tough decade, though ending on a high note, leading into the last closest thing they've had to a dynasty, 3 straight division wins in the early 90s. Where they unfortunately failed to take the pennant. Since 1993, they have struggled, rather famously, with only 3 winning records in those 33 years, counting the current season. Those winning records came from 2013 to 2015, and while they did win the wild card all 3 years, they failed to get past the divisional series in all 3. In terms of representation, there will be many trips on the Wayback Machine, some familiar faces from the 1970s, and a few surprises from the leaner years. Now, without further ado, let's get into the 40-man roster of the all-time Pittsburgh Pirates. Starting off at catcher is one of those surprises from the leaner years, number 18, Jason Kendall. Kendall was a 3-time All-Star. While he never won the Gold Glove, he was an underrated defender, leading the league in putouts twice, and assists, double plays, and caught stealing 3 times each. On offense, he scored over 100 runs in 2000 and stole over 20 bases 3 times. Kendall hit .306 with a 108 OPS plus over 9 years, and in his representative season hit .327 with 12 home runs, 75 RBI, and a 131 OPS plus. From their dominant run in the 1970s, he's backed up by number 35, Manny Sanguillen. Sangi was a 3-time All-Star who hit .299 with a 105 OPS plus over 12 years, spanning 2 stints on the team. In his representative season, he hit .319 with 7 home runs, 81 RBI, and a 116 OPS plus. And rounding out the backstops is number 6, Tony Pena. Pena was a 4-time All-Star and 3-time Gold Glover. He hit .286 with a 104 OPS plus over 7 years, and in his representative season hit .286 with 15 home runs, 78 RBI, and a 113 OPS plus. Taking our first trip in the Wayback Machine at first base, it's eagle-eyed Jake Beckley. Beckley delivered a trio of 100 RBI seasons, scored over 100 runs 4 times, topped double figures and triples 6 times, and stole over 30 bases while achieving the quadruple double in 1892. Beckley hit .300 with a 123 OPS plus across 8 seasons and was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1971. In his representative season, he hit .303 with 5 home runs, 106 RBI, 108 runs scored, 19 triples, and a 127 OPS plus. He's backed up by number 3, Albie Fletcher. Fletcher was named to the All-Star team in 1943. He drew over 100 walks 4 times, twice leading the league, led the league in on-base percentage 3 times, drove in over 100 runs in 1940, and reached double figures and triples in 1941. Over 7 years, Fletcher hit .279 with a 128 OPS plus. In his representative season, he hit .288 with 11 home runs, 74 RBI, 13 triples, a league-leading 118 walks and .421 on-base percentage, and a 147 OPS plus. And finishing up at first is a man who would deliver big the year after he got traded away, number 17, Don Clendenin. Klink reached double figures in triples twice and hit .280 with a 119 OPS plus over 8 years. In his representative season, he hit .299 with 28 homers, 98 RBI, 10 triples, and a 141 OPS plus. First up at second base is one of, if not arguably, the greatest defensive second baseman of all time, number 9, Bill Mazeroski. Maz was a 7-time All-Star and 8-time Gold Glove winner. In the field, he led the league in fielding percentage 3 times, putouts 5 times, assists an NL record 9 times, and double plays an all-time record 8 times, along the way setting both the all-time and single-season record for double plays by a second baseman. And despite not being known for his bat, yes, he famously walked off the 1960 World Series against the Yankees. Over his 17-year career in Pittsburgh, Mazeroski hit .260 with an 84 OPS plus. His number was retired in 1987, and he was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2001. In his representative season, he hit .275 with 19 home runs, 68 RBI, and a 97 OPS plus. In the Wayback Machine, from their first pennant winner, coming over from the Louisville Colonels, he's backed up by little all-right Claude Ritchie. Ritchie reached double figures in triples twice and hit .277 with a 106 OPS plus over 7 years. In his representative season, he hit .287 with no home runs, 59 RBI, 10 triples, and a 109 OPS plus. And moving forward to finish out second base from their 1925 World Championship and ill-fated 1927 pennant winner, it's George Grantham. Grantham reached double figures in triples 4 times, achieved the quadruple double in 1929, and scored over 100 runs in 1930. Over 7 years, he hit .315 with a 129 OPS plus, and in his representative season, hit .324 with 18 homers, 99 RBI, 120 runs scored, 14 triples, and a 127 OPS plus. Going back to their original pennant and world championship, coming over from the Louisville Colonels, at the hot corner, it's Tommy Leach. Leach won the home run championship in 1902. He reached double figures in triples 7 times, topping 20 and leading the league in 1902. Stole over 40 bases in 1907 and scored over 100 runs twice, leading the league in 1909. Leach hit .271 with a 109 OPS plus over 14 years, and in his representative season hit .278 with 6 home runs to win the crown, 85 RBI, a league's best 22 triples, and a 134 OPS plus. He's backed up by a man who was at one point broadly considered the greatest third baseman of all time, number 20, Pie Traynor. Traynor was named to the first 2 All-Star teams. He delivered 700 RBI seasons and scored over 100 runs twice. He reached double figures in triples 11 times, leading the league in 1923, reaching the 200 hit mark and achieving the quadruple double that same year. Traynor hit .320 with a 107 OPS plus over 17 seasons. He was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1948, and his number was retired in 1972. In his representative season, he hit .338 with 12 home runs, 101 RBI, 108 runs scored, 208 hits, a league-leading 19 triples, 28 stolen bases, and a 125 OPS plus. And coming back to their dominant run in the 1970s, it's the Gravedigger, number 20, Richie Hebner. Hebner hit .277 with a 122 OPS plus over 11 years, spanning 2 stints on the team. In his representative season, he hit .300 with 19 home runs, 72 RBI, and a 153 OPS plus. Starting things off at short, the greatest acquisition from the Louisville Colonels, leading the team to their first pennant and first world championship, the National League's first superstar of the 20th century, the man with the most expensive baseball card in history, the Flying Dutchman, Honus Wagner. Wagner was an 8-time batting champion. He drove in over 100 runs 6 times, leading the league 4 times, scored over 100 runs 6 times, twice leading the league, reached the 200 hit plateau twice leading the league, smacked over 40 doubles twice, leading the league 7 times, reached double figures in triples 12 times, twice topping 20 and thrice leading the league, and stole over 30 bases 10 times, topping 48 times, 54 times, and 60 in 1907, and leading the league 6 times. He led the league in total bases 6 6 times, on base percentage 4 times, slugging 6 times, ops 8 times, and ops plus 6 times. Over 18 seasons, Wagner hit .328 with a .154 OPS plus. He's a member of the 3,000 hit club, was inducted to the Hall of Fame in the inaugural class of 1936, and the number he wore in his later years as a coach was retired in 1956. In his representative season, he hit .354 to win his 6th of 8 batting titles with 10 home runs, a league's best 109 RBI, with 100 runs scored and a league-leading 201 hits, 39 doubles, 19 triples, 53 stolen bases, 308 total bases, 415 on-base percentage, 542 slugging, 957 ops, and 205 OPS plus. A nearly impossible act to follow, but he's backed up by another great pure-hitting shortstop, number 21, Archie Vaughan. Vaughn was an 8-time All-Star and won the batting title in 1935. He scored over 100 runs 4 times, twice leading the league, and drew over 100 walks twice, leading the league 3 times. He clubbed over 40 doubles twice, reached double figures in triples 8 times, thrice leading the league, and achieved the quadruple double in 1934. He led the league in on-base percentage 3 times and slugging ops and ops plus in 1935. Vaughn hit .324 with a .141 OPS plus over a decade in Pittsburgh and was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1985. In his representative season, he hit .385 to win the crown, with 19 homers, 99 RBI, 108 runs scored, 10 triples, and a league-leading 97 walks, 491 on-base percentage, 607 slugging, 1098 ops, and 190 OPS plus. And behind 2 nearly impossible acts to follow, finishing up the infield is the scrappy shortstop from their early 90s trio of playoff runs, number 3, Jay Bell. Bell was an All-Star, Gold Glover, and Silver Slugger in 1993 and scored over 100 runs that year. In the field, he led the league in putouts 3 times, assists 5 times, fielding percentage twice, and double plays in 1992. He hit .269 with a 102 OPS plus across 8 years, and in his representative season hit .310 with 9 home runs, 51 RBI, 102 runs scored, and a 124 OPS plus. Moving into left is the guy you probably thought I was going to talk about back with the first baseman. We are family, large and in Starge, number 8, Willie Stargell. Pops was a 7-time All-Star and in 1979 was named NL MVP, NLCS MVP, and World Series MVP. He smashed over 30 home runs 6 times, twice topping 40 and leading the league both times. He drove in over 100 runs 5 times, leading the league in 1973, and scored over 100 runs twice. He knocked over 40 doubles, leading the league in 1973, and also leading in slugging that year, and led in ops and ops plus twice each. Stargell hit .282 with a 147 OPS plus over his 21-year career in Pittsburgh. His number was retired in 1982, and he was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1988. In his representative season, he hit .295 with 48 home runs to win the crown, 125 RBI, 104 runs scored, and a 185 OPS plus for the 71 world champions. He's backed up by the tempestuous superstar whose departure kicked off 3 decades of absolute misery, number 24, Barry Bonds. Bonds was a 2-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glover, 3-time Silver Slugger, and 2-time MVP. He delivered a trio of 100 RBI seasons, scored over 100 runs twice, leading the league in 1992, and drew over 100 walks twice, also leading the league in 1992. He stole over 30 bases 6 times, topping 40 in 1991 and 50 in 1990, and smashed out a pair of 30 home run seasons, achieving the 30-30 both times. A tantalizing teaser for what was to come, he led the league in on-base percentage and slugging twice each, and ops plus 3 times each. Bonds hit .275 with a 147 OPS plus over those first 7 seasons, and we'll talk about his many records and milestones when we do the Giants. In his representative season, he hit .301 with 33 homers, 114 RBI, 104 runs scored, 52 stolen bases, and a league-leading .565 slugging, 970 ops, and 170 OPS plus. Another star import from the Louisville Colonels, leading to their first pennant and world championship, it's Fred Clark. Cap scored over 100 runs twice and led the league in doubles, slugging, ops, and ops plus in 1903. He led the league in walks in 1909 and reached double figures in triples 11 times, leading the league in 1906. Clark hit .299 with a 136 OPS plus over 15 years, spanning 2 stints on the team, and was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1945. In his representative season, he hit .287 with 3 home runs, 68 RBI, 11 triples, a league-leading 80 walks, and a 131 OPS plus. And bringing the thunder is one of the most dominant home run champions of all time, number 4, Ralph Kiner. Kiner was a 6-time All-Star and won the home run championship a record 7 consecutive times, with 6 home run seasons being traded on his way to a 7th, with 5 seasons over 40, including 2 over 50. He delivered 500 RBI seasons, being traded on his way to a 6th and leading the league in 1949. He scored over 100 runs 5 times, being traded on his way to a 6th and leading the league in 1951. And he drew over 100 walks 5 times, being traded on his way to a 6th and leading the league 3 times. Kiner led the league in slugging, ops, and ops plus 3 times each, total bases in 1947, and on base percentage in 1951. Over 8 years, he hit .280 with a 157 OPS plus, was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1975, and had his number retired in 1987. In his representative season, he hit .313 with 51 homers to win the crown, 127 RBI, 118 runs scored, and a league-leading 361 total bases, 639 slugging, 1055 ops, and 173 OPS plus. Leading off in center field, it's the fleet-footed Max Carey. Carey scored over 100 runs 5 times and led the league in 1913, falling just 1 run short of a 6th. He stole over 30 bases 13 times, with 10 seasons over 40, 6 over 50, and 2 over 60, leading the league 10 times in total. He reached double figures in triples 8 times, twice leading the league, and twice led the league in walks. Over 17 seasons, Carey hit .287 with a 111 OPS plus, and was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1961. In his representative season, he hit .296 with 1 home run, 51 RBI, a league's best 46 stolen bases, and a 126 OPS plus. He's backed up by their most recent superstar from the active roster, number 22, Andrew McCutchen. Kutch is a 5-time All-Star and 4-time Silver Slugger. He took home the Gold Glove in 2012 and was named Most Valuable Player in 2013. He stole over 30 bases in 2010, smashed over 30 home runs, scored over 100 runs, and led the league in hits in 2012, and led an on-base percentage, ops, and ops plus in 2014. McCutchen's hit .284 with a 132 OPS plus in 11 full seasons to date, and in his representative season thus far, he hit .317 with 21 homers, 84 RBI, and a 157 OPS plus. Starting things off in right, it's the great one, arguably the greatest defensive right fielder of all time and one of the most beloved Pirates and beloved players of all time. Arriba, number 21, Roberto Clemente. Clemente was a 12-time All-Star and 12-time Gold Glover, 4-time batting champion, named Most Valuable Player in 1966, and World Series MVP in 1971. He delivered a pair of 100 RBI seasons, a trio of 100-run seasons, and a quartet of 200-hit seasons, twice leading the league. He clubbed 40 doubles in 1964 and reached double figures in triples 9 times, leading the league in 1969. Clemente hit .317 with a 130 OPS plus over 18 seasons. He's a member of the 3,000 hit club. His number was retired and he was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1973, and to honor his sacrifice, having lost his life accompanying humanitarian aid to earthquake victims in Nicaragua in December of 1972, Major League Baseball created the Roberto Clemente Award, bestowed annually to the player who best represents the game of baseball through extraordinary character, community development, philanthropy, and positive contributions both on and off the field. In his representative season, he hit .357 to win his 4th batting title with 23 home runs, 110 RBI, 103 runs scored, a league's best 209 hits with 10 triples, and a 171 OPS plus. That's a hard act to follow, but he's backed up by the star of the 1925 champions and 27 pennant winners, the greatest hitter you've never heard of, Big Poison, number 11, Paul Waner. Waner was a 4-time All-Star, 3-time batting champion, and named Most Valuable Player in 1927. He delivered a pair of 100 RBI seasons, leading the league in 1927, scored over 100 runs 9 times, twice leading the league, and reached the 200-hit plateau 8 times, twice leading the league. He smacked over 40 doubles 5 times, topping 53 times, 60 in 1932, and twice leading the league. He reached double figures in triples 10 times, twice leading the league, led the league in total bases in 1927, and achieved the quadruple quadruple double in 1929. Wainer hit .340 with a 136 OPS plus across 15 seasons. He's a member of the 3,000 Hit Club and was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 1952 and had his number retired in 2007. In his representative season, he won his first batting title, hitting .380 with 9 home runs, a league's best 131 RBI with 114 runs scored and 42 doubles, and a league-leading 237 hits, 18 triples, 342 total bases, and a 155 OPS plus. And rounding out the position players is the Cobra, number 39, Dave Parker. Parker was a 4-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glover, 2-time batting champion, named Most Valuable Player in 1978, and the MVP of the All-Star Game in 1979. Parker scored over 100 runs 3 times and drove in over 100 runs twice. He smacked out a pair of 40 double seasons, leading the league in 1977, reaching the 200-hit plateau, and leading the league in hits that same year. He hustled his way to double figures in triples 3 times and smashed over 30 home runs in 1978, leading the league in total bases, ops, and ops plus, twice leading the league in slugging and achieving a pair of quadruple doubles. Over 11 seasons, Parker hit .305 with a 131 OPS plus and was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2025. In his representative season, he hit .338 to win his first batting title with 21 homers, 88 RBI, 107 runs scored, a league-leading 215 hits and 44 doubles, and a 145 OPS plus. At the top of the pitching staff from the 1960 World Champions is number 19, Bob Friend. Friend was a 3-time All-Star, a 20-game winner, leading the league in 1958, and took home the ERA title in 1955. He led the league in starts 3 times, innings twice, and ERA plus in 1955. Friend put up a 108 ERA plus over 15 years, and in his representative season went 18-12, with 183 strikeouts, a 3.00 ERA, and 125 ERA plus. In the Wayback Machine is one of the team's earliest aces, Babe Adams. Adams was a 2-time 20-game winner. He led the league in whip 5 times, shutouts in 1920, and winning percentage in ERA in 1921. Adams turned in a 118 ERA plus over 18 years, and in his representative season went 21-10, with 144 strikeouts, a 2.15 ERA, and 140 ERA plus. He's joined by his longtime teammate and our top lefty, Wilbur Cooper. Cooper was a 4-time 20-game winner, leading the league in 1921. He led the league in starts and complete games twice each, retroactively in saves in 1918, innings in 1921, and shutouts in 1924. Cooper earned a 1.20 ERA plus over 13 years, and in his representative season went 23-14, with 129 strikeouts, a 3.18 ERA, a league-leading 27 complete games, and a 1.29 ERA plus. Reaching further back, one of the few stars from their first pennant winner that didn't come over from Louisville, the Goshen schoolmaster, Sam Lever. Lever was a 4-time 20-game winner who captured the ERA title in 1903. He led the league in winning percentage 3 times, games, saves, and innings in 1899, and shutouts in ERA plus in 1903. Lever delivered a 1.23 ERA plus over 13 years, and in his representative season went 21-23, with 121 strikeouts, a 3.18 ERA, over a league-leading 51 games, 379 innings pitched, and 3 saves, en route to a 1.20 ERA plus. And he is joined by his longtime teammate and ace of their first pennant winner, Deacon Felipe. Felipe was a 5-time 20-game winner. He led the league in whip in 1903 and winning percentage in 1910. Across 12 seasons, Felipe put up a 1.19 ERA plus. In his representative season, he earned 25 wins against 9 losses, with 123 strikeouts, a 2.43 ERA, a league-leading 10.30 whip, and a 1.33 ERA plus. Finally, coming back to modern times, or at least a guy I saw pitch in my youth, it's the Candyman, number 45, John Candelaria. Candelaria was named to the All-Star team in 1977, winning 20 games, taking home the ERA title, and leading the league in winning percentage and ERA plus that year. He produced a 1.17 ERA plus over 12 years, spanning 2 stints with the Bucks, and in his representative season went 20-5, with 133 strikeouts, a 2.43 ERA to win the crown, and a league's best 169 ERA plus. Up next is the intimidating arm and questionable eyesight of number 39, Big Bob Veal. Veal was a two-time All-Star. He struck out over 200 batters 4 times, leading the league in 1964. Veal earned a 1.13 ERA plus over 11 years, and in his representative season went 18-12, with a league-leading 250 strikeouts, a 2.74 ERA, and 1.28 ERA plus. He's followed by the ace of the 1960 World Champions, number 32, Vern Law. Law was named to the All-Star team that year, winning 20 games, leading the league in complete games, and winning the Cy Young Award. He delivered a 1.01 ERA plus over 16 years, and in his representative season went 18-9, with 110 strikeouts, a 2.98 ERA, and 1.29 ERA plus. Stretching the limits of the Wayback Machine is Cannonball Ed Morris. Morris was a 20-game winner in 1888, a 30-game winner in 1885, and a 40-game winner leading the league in 1886. He struck out over 200 batters, leading the league in 1885, and over 300 in 1886. He led the league in games, starts, complete games, shutouts, and whip twice each, innings in 1885, and retroactively in save, singular, in 1886. In his 5 seasons in Allegheny City, Morris muscled his way to a 1.15 ERA plus. In his representative season, he went 39-24 with a 2.35 ERA and a league-leading 298 strikeouts, 63 games, 63 starts, 63 complete games, 7 shutouts, 581 innings pitched, 9.64 whip, and a 1.37 ERA plus. He is followed by Jesse Tannehill. Powder was a 4-time 20-game winner and took home the ERA title in 1901. Tanny put up a 1.27 ERA plus over 6 years, and in his representative season went 24-14 with 65 strikeouts, a 2.82 ERA, and 1.35 ERA plus. And rounding out the starting pitchers is the ace of the 1925 champions and ill-fated 1927 pennant winner, The Wiz, Ray Kramer. Kramer was a 2-time 20-game winner, leading the league both times, and a 2-time ERA champion. He led the league in ERA plus both of those years, games and shutouts in 1924, and starts and innings in 1930. Kramer earned a 1.13 ERA plus over a decade in Pittsburgh, and in his representative season went 19-8, with 63 strikeouts, a 2.47 ERA to win the crown, and a league's best 1.68 ERA plus. Now, before we move on to the bullpen, we need to elevate another honorable mention for use in my sim, as Ed Morris pitched entirely in the American Association, and I don't have those players available for use. So, for my own personal gameplay, rounding out the starting pitchers is the soft touch of number 30, Rip Sewell. Sewell was a 3-time All-Star and 2-time 20-game winner, leading the league in 1943. He also led in complete games that year and winning percentage in 1948. Sewell rode his eephus pitch to a 1.09 ERA plus over 12 years, and in his representative season went 21-12, with 87 strikeouts, a 3.18 ERA, and 1.17 ERA plus. At the top of the relief corps is the bullpen baron, number 26, Roy Face. Face was a 3-time All-Star. He led the league in saves 3 times, appearances twice, and winning percentage in 1959, going 18-1 entirely out of the pen. Over 15 years, Face delivered a 1.10 ERA plus, and in his representative season went 8-7, with a league-leading 28 saves, a 1.88 ERA, and 2.11 ERA plus. He's backed up by his spiritual successor, number 27, Kent Tekulve. Teak was named to the All-Star team in 1980. He delivered a pair of 30-save seasons and led the league in appearances 3 times. Over 12 years, Tekulve sailed to a 1.39 ERA plus, and in his representative season went 7-5 with 18 saves, a 1.64 ERA, and 2.28 ERA plus. Behind him is one-time starter turned bullpen ace, number 34, Al McBean. McBean turned in a 1.13 ERA plus over 9 years, and in his representative season went 8-3 with 21 saves, a 1.91 ERA, and 1.84 ERA plus. From a time when men were men and relievers were not so highly thought of is number 47, Mace Brown. Brown led the league in appearances and was named to the All-Star team in 1938. He led the league in saves twice, retroactively, and bashed out a 1.06 ERA plus over 7 years. In his representative season, Brown went 10-11 with 3 saves, a 3.87 ERA, and 1.05 ERA plus. And last but not least is number 35, Mark Melanson. Melanson was a 3-time All-Star. He delivered a trio of 30 save seasons, topping 50 and leading the league in 2015. Over 4 years, Melanson delivered a 2.10 ERA+, and in his representative season went 3-2, with 16 saves, a 1.39 ERA, and 2.56 ERA+. And that's the roster. Be sure to hit me up in the comments with anyone you think got missed. For my part, honorable mentions would include Fred Carroll at catcher, Gus Sir at first, Johnny Ray at second, Bob Elliott and Bobby Bonilla at third, Dick Grote and Gene Alley at short, Brian Giles in left, Hall of Famer Lloyd Wainer, Andy Van Slyke and Al Oliver in center, Hall of Famer Kai Kyler in right, Rick Rhoden, Frank Cullen and Doug Drabeck at starting pitcher, and Felipe Vasquez, Tony Watson, Dave Justi, and Ramon Hernandez in the bullpen. In total, these all-time Pirates include 12 Hall of Famers, 6 MVPs, 1 Cy Young Award, 88 All-Stars, 31 Gold Gloves, and 87 Silver Sluggers. They won 18 batting championships, 10 home run championships, and 6 ERA titles. So what do you think of the team that War selected? Do you think that War did a good job overall? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, I hope to see you at the ballpark.